90 days ago, my fitness journey started. And the catalyst to my fitness journey was my daughter. She said something to me which is burned into my soul now.
I like strong daddy. Daddy that could do push-ups with me on his back.
I smiled in her face, but inside I was crushed. It lit a fire inside me that took me to the gym the next day, and I opened up a pass and I never looked back. And I am here right now at the point of my transformation because of my daughter's honest words. She didn't know what she was saying, and she didn't know how powerful she was in that moment. In the first month, I was still broken. I have a very bad back, 3 slip discs, a ruptured Achilles tendon, and I was struggling. So it was all about mobility, stretching, just getting myself back in the gym and building a routine where I can be consistent and do this every day without having another setback. So my mornings will start around 4:30, 5 a.m. and I would start my day with warm glass of lemon water, which will jumpstart the digestive system. And I will do a little bit of mobility work, then make my black coffee, and straight to the gym I would go. So I would spend about 2 to 3 hours in the gym. Shoot around basketball. I've played basketball all my life and I want to get that back into my life. And then I would do a lot of body weight exercises, push-ups, pull-ups, assisted pull-ups, and body weight squats, lunges, all that good stuff, and a lot of mobility work. That was the main focus for the first month, and building consistency. And my brother had told me about trying 1 meal a day. So OMAD became my go-to. It was a little difficult in the beginning, but I made the required adjustments and stuck with it. And I knew it wasn't about hunger, it was about control. By month 2, I was dialed in. I started introducing weights into my routine, and I was getting very mobile. The inflammation in my body had gone down significantly, and my movement when I was playing basketball started to feel really good. I still have my dead foot, so my right leg is still limited, but I was starting to feel a lot better. I had already taken off almost 25 pounds, which was helping a lot in the gym with my lower back. And with the weights, I started doing one muscle group every day. Mondays chest, Tuesdays back, Wednesdays leg, Thursdays shoulders and arms, Fridays I would just do a HIIT workout, and basketball every day. And then Saturday, Sunday, mobility, stretching, and that was it. In the second month, I also decided to give prolonged fasting a try. I went right into the deep end right from the beginning, did a 96-hour fast, which was tough. It was difficult, but I had a goal in mind. I stuck it through. And to break my fast, I made a chicken vegetable soup. Chicken breast, carrots, onions, and celery, and beef broth. This fast was powerful. I didn't know I was capable of doing something like this. Back then, I would have never thought I would be someone who would be eating 1 meal a day or even attempt something like 96-hour fast. It was huge. I lost about 9 pounds, and surprisingly, I was able to keep those 9 pounds off. I didn't go back to anything else but my 1 meal a day. The 96-hour fast did bring some challenges. You know, the family's cooking nice, wonderful meals, homemade pizzas and steak and all that good stuff. So I had to keep my mind occupied and busy. So I would work on content, play some video games, maybe go for a walk in the forest, staying dialed in. By the third month, everything was clicking. I had already lost about 46 pounds by the end of month 2. And I was fully dialed in. I knew where I was headed, and there was no turning back. I moved from 1 meal a day to intermittent fasting. I would fast for 20 hours and then give myself a 4-hour window to eat 2 meals. I would break my fast at noon with 5 boiled eggs, and that was it. And then I would eat my main meal at 4 p.m. every day. And I've kept my meals very simple. So I would break the fast at noon, 5 boiled eggs, and then 4 p.m. I would have my main meal, which will be one of 2 meals. It will be a pound of ground beef, 4 to 5 boiled eggs, and a whole avocado. That's it. Or I would switch it up with a homemade quiche, which will consist of 6 eggs, cup of cottage cheese, half an onion, 1 tomato, some green chilies or jalapenos, and grated up some Parmigiano, the real Parmigiano, and also 1 full avocado. So I would go between these 2 meals, and my training was switched over. I had a full routine laid out. I would do push Mondays, pull Tuesdays, leg Wednesdays, and then repeat. Thursday, push again, Friday, pull, and then Saturday, legs again. And then Sunday would be active recovery. A lot of mobility work, maybe shoot around some basketball, stretching, and that was it. And I was incorporating Epsom salt baths throughout the week for recovery, 2 to 3 times a week, cold showers, and I also invested in red light therapy. I would be using that as well. Anything to get myself back to 100%. So what I also did in the 3rd month was I did an additional 72-hour fast. This time around, it was much easier. I was dialed in. There was no hunger kicking in. I knew exactly what I was getting myself into. The body responded really well, and I came out stronger. Every time I do a fast, I come out stronger. Trust me, guys, fasting is powerful. My body is healing itself. So now, 3 months in, I have lost the total of 58 pounds. So I am around my ideal weight. I weigh 218 pounds right now. 215 to 220 is what I want to be around. But I still have quite a bit of belly fat that I still need to get rid of. That bottom belly, that stubborn fat, that is going to be the next challenge to get rid of. This journey isn't about losing 58 pounds. It's great that I've lost this much weight, but it was about reclaiming my health for myself, for my family, especially for my kids. They need to see strong dad, not a dad who's drowning himself in alcohol and smoke. That part of me is long gone. I am becoming the man who I was meant to be, and I thank my daughter for this.
Yep, that's the strong daddy I was talking about.
90 days in, and we are just getting started. Strong daddy's here.